Arsene, big win at the weekend. Has the mood visibly changed, obviously changed?
The mood was already good, but it's better, because it's hopefully convinces my team that we can realize big things, but it's one step. That is important confidence-wise. What is at stake for us now is to be capable to play big game after big game and show the same focus and the same quality.
We'll just check on the team news. How are Ramal and Jenkinson, because they were involved in the weekend?
They will both be available. They are in the squad for tomorrow. And Benayoun is back in the squad.
Are Jenkinson and Ramal fit enough to start if need be?
I haven't picked the team yet, so I don't know. Are they fit enough to play? Yes, of course.
I gather that Marouane Chamakh was not involved that way.
No, Marouane Chamakh is injured. He has a knee problem, a slight effusion in his knee, and therefore he's not even involved tomorrow.
And just finally from me, is it going to be a different, more confident Marseille side that you face this time around? They've won the last three.
I believe they have a team who is certainly more at ease away from home than at home, because they're a side who can defend well, who is very physical and is quick on the break. So I believe counter-attack suits them more than dominating the game. So they've gained in confidence as well between the two games, like we did. So it should be an interesting tie. But for us, it's an opportunity to qualify tomorrow night, and of course we want to take this chance.
Arsene, a few weeks ago the vultures were circling, there was talk of a crisis. Now 8 wins out of 9. It's transformed everything, but has the strength of the revival surprised even you?
No, I was always very confident. I knew, that football games lie in details. We have seen that the game on Saturday, even if it was a big win, it was a very tight game. And but I believe from a team where I've been asked the question who plays relegation to a team today who is unbeatable, we have still some progress to make. But I'm very positive because, of course, I believe in the quality. But I see as well amongst the players there's a huge desire to focus, to improve, and a good solidarity inside the squad. That's why I was always optimist.
Arsene, the celebrations at the end, Arsene, were extraordinary for how long they went on, for how joyous they were. Do you think that's a reflection of just what that victory meant, not just in terms of the weekend, but perhaps on a more long-term basis?
Yeah, it's important because it shows two things: how much the players want to win, and how big the test was for us. And we have as big a test again tomorrow night, but we rely on that desire to win that is within the squad. That's why I believe we will turn up tomorrow with a good performance.
Do you think you're now back in the title race, and can you still win it, I suppose is the question we're
Well, I believe that to come back into the title race, we need much more consistency in our results before we claim that. We are closer to the Champions League places. The next step, of course, is to come back closer to the teams who are at the top for the championship before we do that. It's our desire, our deep desire, but we need some time to get back in a stronger position before we claim that.
Robin van Persie's form has been remarkable in recent weeks, which is obviously fantastic for you on the one hand, but is it going to make negotiations to extend his contract harder because he'll become even more...
No, you want players. You want your players to perform at their best. I believe that Robin van Persie is an exceptional player who takes advantage as well from the fact that we are a very offensive team, where the whole team works very hard for him, and you want your players to be at their best without considering any contract negotiations. For me, money is not what you worry about. You want your players to perform at their best, and the contract, as long as they are at the club, you want them to perform well.
Can you follow up the victory over Marseille with one tomorrow? And if you were to, we're all trying to work out 10 points guarantee you qualification.
10 points would guarantee qualification. They would not guarantee first place.
And that's been crucial in the past, of course, hasn't it?
Yes, you know, you want to finish as high as possible. But the first step is to qualify, and we play against Marseille. Marseille makes always life difficult for teams in England. So let's be cautious, prepare well, and completely focused tomorrow night, and prepare ourselves for a very difficult game. So that's the best way to deal with Marseille's performance.
Aaron, how important was that win for the weekend for the players, the actual group?
Yeah, I think it was a massive win for us. We performed really well, I think, as a team, and we created lots of opportunities, and we took a lot of them. So yeah, it was a massive win for us, and we can take a lot out of that game.
You won a lot of credit for your performance. Did you prove something on the day as well, personally?
I think I go out in every game to play as well as I can and to help the team get the right result. And I think everyone played their part in that game, and it was a good win for us.